Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about the market, what's going on today, what moves I'm making in my portfolio, and also one stock in particular that I'm probably looking to make a play on. So be sure to smash that like button. Do me one small favor. Please press that like button. Also, if you enjoy the content and want to see more, subscribe and comment down below what stocks you guys are buying and what opportunities you guys are seeing in the market. I'm always interested to hear that. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So just to start things off, as you can see, not a great day in the portfolio, down around a percentage point, with our only green stocks being Palantir and Amazon. Amazon with earnings after hours today. Excited to see what that company has to do. If they drop, I will be putting a lot of money into them. If they do not, then I will also be putting a lot of money into them. I believe very heavily in this company and what they're doing, and I want to base my portfolio around this. It's my second largest position after AMD right now, just because of the opportunity that AMD is presenting. But Amazon as a company is one that I am very confident in, definitely the most. But as you can see, not a great day. We're still holding the AMD call, maybe hoping that pans out, but probably not, and I'm okay with that. I got too greedy, made a bad play, paid for it, down $1,000 in this past week. Jeez, yeah, that AMD. I was up, I think, 200. Yeah, before earnings, I was up a good amount. Now I think, let's see. These are all unrealized, but yeah, before earnings, I was up around 200. Now I'm down around 250. So. Yeah, definitely rough with AMD right there. But this is the stock I wanted to talk about, was Elf Beauty. So I've covered this stock a little bit, but not very extensively in detail. But as you can see, this stock's been through it the past week. Down 20% in a week, down 32% in a month, down 18% in the past 3 months. But year to date, they're down 31.46%. Over the past year, they're down 50%. Over the past 5 years, they're up, but as you can see, they've been a lot higher. I think their 52-week high is in the 220s. Yeah, 221.83. So, yeah, this is another example of an AMD-like company where their growth rates were through the moon. Nothing could go wrong, but their growth rates did slow. They're still amazing, but they weren't what they were before, and these are the opportunities that I love to get into. We see that with AMD, we saw that with Palantir, and now that's panning out. But we saw that with AMD. Celsius is in that state right now too, and also AMD obviously is in that state. But what I want to talk about with those is that you're putting a lot of trust into the company and the management team and what that company is doing, so you want to make sure that you believe in that organization, in that company. For AMD, I believe in Lisa Su. For Celsius, I have a very strong consensus on that one. And also just Elf, I believe in this one too. So these are all companies you want to make sure you believe in first, because they are down a lot. They're down for a reason, because their growth rate slowed. But I think that this is a temporary drop, down 13% on this one. But like I said, I think that this is a temporary drop, and that growth rates are soon gonna go back up, and they're also under a $5 billion company. I see this dramatically changing in the future. They have an earnings coming up actually today. It's available today after hours. I didn't know that, but this is a big earnings for them, definitely, with how volatile their stock has been, and that actually might change my play a little bit. I didn't know they had earnings today. That's good to know. But yeah, as you can see, I've been putting a lot of money in Elf recently after the drop. It kept dropping, but it seems like it's kind of steadied out here, at least for today before earnings. I think earnings will make a big move. But with how beaten down the stock is, I think that possibly this earnings could spike them up. Just a little bit of good news, But that's where we want to go into this market chameleon. And let's see what they usually do. So let's go to Elf. Because Elf is a very volatile stock, as you can see. Let's see. So yeah, their expected moves are 12%, but actual moves of 11%. Wow, yeah, that's a high IV crush, implied volatility crush of 35% after earnings. So if we go to Elf and let's say we think they're gonna rise. Honestly, I don't want to make the same mistake I made with AMD, where I'm holding shares in the and I also buy calls, so I don't know if I want to double down. I might have to think about that. But let's see, dang, these are expensive actually. But if we go far out of the money with that, $300, possibly do that. But let's see. See the option chain on here. February 14th, good ways away. Yeah, the IV is definitely rising. But if we take an out of the money call like this, oh my gosh, yeah, the IV is 145% on this $400 option. But so they have an expected move of 12%. So let's see. Let's go 2 standard deviations away. So 12 times, the stock price is 88, I think. So that's $10. On the upside, 10.50, and then times that by 2. So we're looking for one that's around $21 more than the price it is right now. It's 87, so that puts us around the $110 range, $105 range. Yes, these are cheap contracts in comparison to the others. Very low volume. But yeah, we can see that they're not that expensive in comparison, but also these are very risky. You'd see that ELF, for it to actually make money with this, it need to go up just by tomorrow a lot, and that's before the IV crush that's expected. The IV expected crush is 35%. So yeah, this is why ELF would need to go up so much. If it does go up that much, then you're very in the green, but if it doesn't, then you're definitely just out of luck, especially if it drops. But I don't know. This is the sentiment I have with ELF Company. I think the tariffs are kind of noise. They're just worrisome to investors in the market and everything, but they're not actually gonna go through per se. I think Trump, our current president, says a lot, and not all of it happens, and it's fear. Let's see. Also, this ELF Company is in a very, they're in a very weird space right now. They could, I think this earnings will tell a lot. That's what I have to say about that. But yeah, I mean, you could see it's gonna be hard to make money in both directions on this one. But I think let's see, how much would it cost? 2 standard deviations to the downside. That's $22. We're looking at around a $65 put. Oh my gosh, I don't. If this company goes to $65, I'm scooping up every share I see. But just for the downwards protection and also the exposure to the play. Oh, let's see, puts. Let's see what the 65. So these are a lot cheaper than calls. It's looking like the stock, it's kind of priced in. Like, people aren't really expecting the stock to drop this much. Yeah, as we saw with AMD, even a stock that is being down can still drop a lot. So let's see. So yeah, the puts are a lot cheaper than the calls actually. So let's see what because we're going 2 standard deviations away, about 67. Yeah, we'd need a big drop, but if that drop does happen, then a lot of money to be made. So I might actually make that play just as a little bit of exposure to the downside for ELF, just in case. Because I am looking to hold my shares long term, but if it does drop, also these puts are so out of the money that it would need to drop a lot to the point where I don't know if the put would make me back the money that I lost. So, but if it does, then I mean, I'm putting all of this into ELF, all of this profit would go back into the company. I think it's a great company. I think it's just like I said last video, the fundamentals are amazing. The stock price is the only thing that's negatively impacted, negatively reflected. Yeah, and those are the opportunities that we look for. I mean, slowing growth rates in a company that can grow like no other. Those are where all the opportunities are at. Those are where I make my money. So that's why I'm buying Celsius heavily right now. This one's down 20% from where I bought it at first. It does just keep going down and down and down every day. So I'm waiting for that little cycle where it's going to start going up again. Yeah, down 17% for the year, 58% past year. But as you can see, it's going down and down. But I think we're in for a spike pretty soon here. I see Celsius definitely rising over the next little bit here. And you can see you could buy short-term calls for not that expensive. But if we look at leaps here, I think leaps are attractive on Celsius. Yeah, definitely. I mean, for $500, we could go out of the money. I don't really want to go out of the money that much, honestly. But yeah, it's at $21 right here. If we buy, $1,000 for this one, $20 leap on Celsius. Let's see what this looks like on options chat. This is how I kind of check my purchases. This is not what I want to do. Let me add a call. And we're kind of looking at, I think $20, $17.50. That around there looks pretty attractive for the price. Hopefully Celsius rises by more than 8% by then. But yeah, I mean, I think we could see an 100% rise in a stock like this, definitely, with how volatile it is and how much they depend on earnings and everything. But yeah, definitely we need to see a big gain soon, so that's why I'm fine also holding shares, because the gain would need to be so big. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is just a few. These are a few stocks that I'm thinking about. We're gonna see with Elf after earnings today what happens. I'm expecting them to rise after earnings, definitely. But I mean, I can't see this company falling all the way to, $60. I mean, if it does, great. I'm gonna buy a lot more, but I don't see how that could possibly happen with this company. The last time they were at $60 was in 2022. They were around $60, early 2023, and then they just kept growing. So I don't see that happening. I mean, maybe they just fall off a cliff to 60, but if they do, then I'm definitely loading up a lot on shares for that. And yeah, I mean, I might buy some puts for downward protection / exposure, but maybe not. We'll see. And thank you guys for watching. That's all I have for today. I'll be interested to see how earnings goes. I'll update you guys tomorrow on how that went. And I want to say thank you for watching. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and then comment down below what stocks you guys are buying. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.